Hey, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Veach Season. We are your guest hosts, Rocky Magaña and Kramer Sansone, coming to you from the wilderness and the bunker. We're just here, just off the grid, grinding tape 24/7, just nothing but
1000%.
23 hours a day. We said goodbye to our wife and kids. We said, fuck our families. It's draft season, baby. Don't pay no mention to the fact that our backgrounds look exactly like they do normally. We're actually in the mountains somewhere, snowed in, just grinding tape.
That's freezing.
We built our off-grid cabin to look just like our actual homes, so that if our wives saw us, they would think that we're still at home, because we actually did like those dudes from Alcatraz did, and we took some cardboard and soap and like hair clippings from the barbershop, and we made like fake heads and then put them in our bed.
Which the fact that passed, like the guards are that idiots, is just absolutely insane. But you know what? Hey, they got out.
Those guys
we did too.
Geniuses. Those guys were fucking geniuses. I like me and my son. There's a YouTuber named Mark Rober, right? He's working.
Oh yeah.
He did a whole entire episode on like the Alcatraz escape, and they literally were like sneaking and collecting raincoats for months, and then like leaving their cell at night and making their rafts out of like army issued raincoats that they stole. And they had like a whole workshop up like above their cells, like in like this like storage area. And they were
unreal
up there and just work for like hours a night. But they also found a way to get themselves assigned up there to work during the daytime, and then convince the guards that, because we were supposed to sweep it, that the dust was going to fall down on top of the guards if they swept it, and got them to agree to let them hang curtains up to block the dust from being swept down on the floor so it wouldn't hit the guards. So they just had like 6 hours a day to like chill in their workshop and prepare to escape. It's just
big brain mentality. You got to have it if you're, especially, I guess, you're trying to escape Alcatraz. I mean, you got to after that, you got to swim possibly, or get a boat or craft a boat, and then
they did. They crafted a boat out of raincoats.
Yeah,
and then they turned an accordion into an air pump.
Which makes sense. You could do that.
Yeah, it makes sense. It makes sense. They did it. And then the way that they were able to drill their holes out is that they got a hold of a broken vacuum sweeper, and they took the motor out and used the motor and made a power drill.
Engineers, they are big brains.
Dude, these guys were engineers. They were crafty motherfuckers is what they were. And it was crazy that they took cardboard, soap, and paint that they stole, and they crafted fake walls and fake grates to put over their grates that looked real. Like, these dudes were some industrious motherfuckers. Like, if we had a country full of those guys, everybody in our country would be a millionaire, and we'd be the most successful country in the world if everybody in our country was that industrious.
That's very true. Now, I just hope that, do I hope that we can, the Kansas City Chiefs can use that knowledge that they did to escape Alcatraz to fix this hodgepodge of a mess that they have right now currently. And
they already fixed it.
Yeah, you think so?
Fixed it.
You think so?
They got EB back. EB will fix everything.
Okay, you're right. EB, yep, you're right.
Like, it was funny that Patrick Mahomes said that they wanted somebody who was going to, basically hold people accountable. And then in his press conference talking about EB, Andy Reid said that they asked what EB's strengths were, and he said, well, everybody knows that he's not afraid, to call out players and be direct with them. He goes, and he's also not afraid to be direct with coaches.
Good.
Which is an interesting little tidbit, I felt like, because
it's a shot at Andy.
It's a shot over at Nagy for sure. And it's also a shot at that he basically probably was not being direct and like supervising his position coaches, appropriately. Like you have Todd Pinkston and Connor Embry both get fired, and then Matt Nagy not retained, and then you bring back EB, and then one of the first things you say is that you like that he's direct with the coaches. And you go out and you get Chad O'Shea, who's one of the greatest wide receiver coaches in history, and won multiple Super Bowls as the New England Patriots wide receivers coach, and who Julian Edelman credits with like basically developing him into the wide receiver that he was, and says that basically he was like the guy who was more prepared.
Even Gronk was like gloating him up when he was on Kay Adams' show last week about like, he's the best.
The dude would give you cut-ups of every single guy you're gonna go against, and then situational cut-ups of every single guy you would go against, right?
Hopefully, he continues to do
Cut-ups
that in Kansas City. He should.
Yeah, he will, I'm sure. I mean, that's probably the whole reason why they brought him in. I think that the Chiefs receiving core is going to be he's like basically he's going to teach Xavier Worthy how to be an NFL wide receiver, and EB's going to MF Rashi Rice's ass into shape. Is what I think is going to happen.
I wish. How hurt do you think Xavier Worthy was?
He was hurt all year. I think that he was extremely hurt all year.
Like, because
I think he had a separated shoulder they tried playing with all year long.
Because he had the deep ball thrown to him so many times by Quinn Ewers in Texas. That's like, when will that come? Like, I was hoping to see a lot from this past season. It just never came to fruition. And I wonder if it's because of that shoulder injury that he suffered week 1 against the Chargers when Travis Kelce knocked into him. And also, it also sounds like Travis Kelce is coming back this upcoming year from the way he's been talking about EB.
Everything he's been talking makes it sound like he's coming back. And I mean, part of me has to wonder if EB coming back was part of the reason why Kelce's like, oh shit, let's run it back now, because Kelce has always spoke very highly of EB and his coaching style, and very, very, very complimentary of EB as a coach. And then you have he's good buzz with Gronk, and you have Gronk sitting here like talking up Chad O'Shea. And so I mean Travis Kelce's probably like, well shit, let's run this shit back and see
you still got so many holes you got to fill though. But I mean, we'll get there when time comes.
Of course you do. But listen, a good coaching staff can get the most out of their players also, and a bad coaching staff can squander talent.
That's fair. That's a good point.
I think we saw a team with a lot of holes on it this year, but I think we also saw a team that squandered.
Which is crazy, because this was supposed to be the best team on paper.
I know, and then all of a sudden, half their offensive coaches are gone, and it's like, oh well, okay.
But I do think there's a lot of good teams out there, and I mean a lot of good teams from what we've just been seeing this past.
I fully disagree with you. I think the entire NFL is dog shit, aside from the LA Rams and the Seattle Seahawks, and I think that
you still got to win games. You still have to win games.
No, I think that every single team was the same this year. I think you had 28 teams that were basically the exact same team.
No.
And then you had like 4 actually good football teams.
I disagree with you on that.
Like, you won't convince me that the Baltimore Ravens and the Kansas City Chiefs were that far apart, or the Detroit Lions, the Kansas City Chiefs.
What do you mean? The Baltimore Ravens and the Kansas City Chiefs were about the same. They both sucked.
Exactly. But you're not going to tell me that the Denver Broncos and the Baltimore Ravens and the Kansas City Chiefs are that different.
Well, the defense for the Denver Broncos is the reason why they made it to the playoffs. The reason why they won so many games this past year. We already know how Bo Nix is. I mean, we understood the assignment. Bo Nix isn't the guy. We've been preaching that on here for a while now.
What I'm saying though is that there was no good teams.
But the fact that there are so many teams that are running the football better, and it's all down to execution each and every single week.
It is all down to execution. They're all like one-score games too, because when it comes down to it, every team
the Chiefs have been one-score games this entire 3 years.
I agree. I'm saying that in the AFC, there's so much parity that essentially you have every single team is 3 guys. There's a 3-guy difference on every single roster, and that's the difference in the games.
I think every single team that made the playoffs this year deservingly made the playoffs. I agree with that, except for the Chargers. Maybe not the Chargers. I don't disagree with that. But what I'm saying is those teams are not that much better than the teams that didn't make the playoffs. That's fair. That's what I'm saying. There's so many good teams now in the NFL, Rocky. You disagree with my statement.
There's so many mediocre teams that even the teams that made the playoffs.
So all the teams right now are just mediocre in the NFL. Is that what you're getting at? I'm saying
that's exactly what the NFL wants. The NFL wants everybody to be the same level of good. That's why you pick number 32 if you win the Super Bowl. Right. And if you're the most dog shit team in the world, you get to pick first. Because the NFL wants parity. They're a bunch of fucking socialists, and they want everybody to be the same, and they have revenue sharing, and they just want to spread the wealth. And listen, I'm not upset with it, but I'm saying let's call it what it is. The NFL wants every team to be competitive and every team to be an equal amount of,
which is great. And that's a great
on the roster, and it's fun. It was fun to watch this year, but you didn't have a dominant team in the AFC, which is why I think the Seattle Seahawks are going to kick the shit out of the Patriots in the Super Bowl.
Dude, Kenneth Walker probably is like going to have 3 touchdowns.
Yeah. And listen, Kenneth Walker was
Playoff
one of my
Kenny.
one of my free agent wet dreams that I was hoping was going to come to Kansas City.
I doubt that.
I think
now.
that ship has sailed. A, because Zach Charbonnet tore his ACL, but B, also because Kenneth Walker is the fucking man. Holy shit!
I have a good friend.
He's been fucking nails.
I've got a good friend that is a Seahawks fan, and he's like, he wasn't really sad that Charbonnet got hurt because he knew how good Kenneth Walker was. But George Awani, he's absolutely like floored for this guy, and I'm like, I have never heard of him in my life, basically. And he's apparently a mini stud. He's a mini Kenneth Walker, apparently.
Apparently, he is a mini Kenneth Walker, but I mean, I don't think that Seahawks are letting Kenneth Walker.
They shouldn't. Gosh, they'd be so stupid.
No, I mean, like, if the Jets aren't going to let Breece Hall walk, then the Seahawks aren't going to let Kenneth Walker walk. If the Seahawks let Kenneth Walker walk, that's as stupid as the Giants letting Saquon Barkley walk, which we saw how that's worked out, that it got the head coach fired, and it should have gotten the GM fired. The fact that Joe Schoen or whatever his name is still the GM in New York after this fucking train wreck that he put on the field the last 5 years is ridiculous. Like, that dude should be out. And the only worse decision than that is the Pittsburgh Steelers decided to sign Mike McCarthy.
I don't necessarily hate that. I don't.
My God, you go from one Mike that can't win in the last 10 years to another Mike who can't win in the last 10 years.
I don't hate the signing though.
Is worse. Who's been worse more recently.
He's a Pittsburgher though, so that's why I don't hate that signing. They needed a feel good esque. They still believe that team is good enough.
If they needed somebody to enter in the fucking Nathan's hot dog eating championship, then sure, Mike McCarthy could represent the city of Pittsburgh. But as a fucking football coach, that guy, that guy looks like he's one stressful half away from having cardiac arrest on the sidelines. That dude makes fucking Tony Siragusa look like a Victoria's Secret angel, like supermodel.
I don't know who that is.
Tony Siragusa, nose tackle for the Baltimore Ravens back in the day. One of the fattest fucks you've ever seen as a sideline reporter.
Yes, you're right. You're right.
R.I.P. I think he actually might have passed away. So R.I.P.
Don't be an ass, Rocky. Come on.
You were a legend, bro. You were a great football player, and I respect you. But Mike McCarthy makes you look like Penelope Cruz or Halle Berry, like, by comparison. You know, I'm just saying.
I'm happy the Raiders.
Mike McCarthy's eating one too many fucking bratwursts, or he's a layout that he was in Green Bay for too long, and he had one too many cheese curds. Right? You know, he's just like he's like that. He's like when I see him, he's like the epitome.
Just fat shame him. Why don't you?
I am. No problem with that at all. I mean, big guys can fat shame other big guys. Like what? Like you think Bert Kreischer's not going to go out there and fat shame another fat guy? Like, it's just like, it's what we do. You can't fat shame me, but I can fat shame a fat guy because I'm a fat guy.
I'm not fat shaming nobody.
But I'm saying Mike McCarthy is like that old Daniel Tosh bit where he's talking about like he likes going to doing like stand up in Nebraska where he's all like, waiter, give me another bucket of them fried mayonnaise balls. I can feel my blood moving. That's what I think of when I see fucking Mike McCarthy up there on camera. And the fact that his parents are still alive. Oh my God.
Good for him. That's awesome.
Good for them. God bless them.
God bless
them for their longevity. I do not think, though, that if Mike McCarthy has a child who's an NFL head coach, he will be there at the press conference when his child.
Oh my gosh, dude, that is crazy. That age. That's wild. You're saying that. That is just absolutely.
Is that horrible? Is that over the line?
That's a bit much. That's a bit.
Are you gonna get? Am I getting this canceled right now? Is that what you're saying?
You might be. You actually might be.
I'm sorry, Mike McCarthy. I wish you nothing but the best for the next 5 to 7 years or however much longer you have left.
Oh my God.
I hope that you have
next 3 or 4 quarters.
Yeah, I hope that the first 12 games of next year are really great for you.
Dude, that's wild, Rocky. That's well. So let's keep talking about the head coaches. You see, Joe Brady's he got signed a 5-year deal. Honestly, I think they did that just to make Josh Allen happy because I don't think Josh Allen wanted Sean McDermott fired whatsoever.
No, I don't think he did out either. I don't think the players necessarily did.
Honestly, McDermott didn't do anything wrong. It was Josh Allen's execution is the reason why they lost.
And they handled it in such a stupid manner, and they came out with their with their little spelling error in their release, and then the GM gets up there and he's like, "Oh well, I didn't want Keenan out. I didn't want Keenan Coleman.
Yeah, that's
I
bad.
wanted I wanted somebody else." And then immediately, all of social media was like, "Oh, well, here's a video where you were saying in the war room that unless somebody blows us away, we're taking Coleman tomorrow with our as soon as the draft kicks up off because we have the first pick on day 2, and we're gonna make sure and snag him." So if you didn't want him, then you're sitting there in an interview saying that he was your guy,
Yeah,
and
it's
then
bad. It's bad look.
yeah,
It's
it's
a
a
clown show
horrible.
up there in Buffalo. It's always
No,
has been.
yeah, and so
They do stupid things, and dude, I think I already told you this before, but man, I was so happy when the Bills lost, and I was so happy about 5 minutes later finding out Bo Nix the season was over. Gosh, that was a good night.
it was a great 1-2 punch, wasn't it?
It was awesome.
And then I mean, like how stupid do you have to be that you like fire your longtime head coach, and you go through all these hoops and everything just to hire the OC that's already in
Get Philip
house.
Rivers in there but then it's
Yeah.
funny because Philip Rivers is like, I don't really want to do this.
Yeah, Philip Rivers walked in and was like, "Jesus Christ, I'm actually going to go back home where I have 77 children because it's less fucking chaotic than this place.
Yeah,
And so I'm going to withdraw my name out of here and go back to the madhouse that I created." This is the first time that Philip Rivers has ever pulled out of anything.
That's nice.
Yeah, I
a good
saw that
one.
one on social media. I stole that.
Oh,
Yeah.
you didn't. I thought if you honestly, Rocky, if you would have just went with
I
it,
could have, but I'm an honest
would've
man.
went right over my head.
I'm an honest fucking guy. I don't
Good.
take credit for. I give credit where credit's due. But then so you got Joe Brady over here, and then you have what was the other head coaching candidate you just mentioned? He just got hired.
I only mentioned him, but we saw Kevin Stefanski get hired by the Falcons, which good for them.
And Brian Flores got extended by the Vikings, so
I did not see that
good
actually.
for him as well.
him.
Big news for you. Robert Saleh has decided that he wants Mike Dable as his OC.
Brian Dable?
Brian Dable. Sorry, wants Brian Dable as his OC. If Brian Dable doesn't get the Raiders head coaching job, which he's still up for. So
I'm really hoping that doesn't happen because I remember vaguely of how bad it was as him as OC in Kansas City. I don't want that at all for Fernando Mendoza.
How shitty of a
I think the Raiders get Mike McDaniel. I have a strong feeling that they're going to get McDaniel.
Dude, didn't he already sign somewhere?
Well, he's an offensive coordinator right now for the Chargers. But he's still out to seek head coaching opportunities with the vacant opening right now. I don't know if he had the interview yet or it's planned to, but he's planning on meeting with Mark Davis and Tom Brady about what's going on in Spytech.
It's funny that that Grant Urdinsky, the OC for the Jags, like looked around at all the teams that were left, and he was like, "Nah, I'm fucking good. I'm just gonna sit here. Like I don't want to be a part of any of these shit shows."
I mean, it's smart.
I don't want to go to Cleveland and have to fucking do like a Rorschach test and pass the SATs and then have to like win a baking challenge in order to like interview for the fucking head coaching position, whatever the fuck they have going up there. Like, I mean, like how stupid does it's like I don't give a shit if it's like an analytics focused job interview process. You're not gonna get any top head coaching candidates because think about it. You're gonna bring Andy Reid to fucking Cleveland and be like, okay, I need you to take a math test, Andy, before you can interview for this position. Like read the fucking room and know the industry that you're in.
I do find it hilarious that the Browns I think they're the only team that's like, oh, we've interviewed this head coach today. Oh, we've interviewed this head coach today. I think they're the only one with a head coaching tracker because of how many, before Stefanski, I feel like they were just like turning and burning. They're like the Raiders with head coaches. And they couldn't find the one. They're idiots for getting rid of Stefanski. I will stand on the hill for as end of days. I think he's going to be great in Atlanta. I think Atlanta has so much offensive power. They just need to get a right quarterback in that system, and they'll be fine. But, man, I just find it hilarious that the Browns are just like, oh, we've interviewed this guy today. I think they're still looking for a head coach, I'm pretty sure.
They are still looking for a head coach. They're pushing hard to get Nate Steelchase, the passing game coordinator, out of Los Angeles, the 26-year-old. But at the same time, I see how he can. Yeah, Steel Haas. Steel
Haas.
Haas.
It's like, how old is he?
He's like 26, I think.
He's not 26. There's no
Dude,
way.
look at the dude. All right.
No.
Hold
There's
on.
Nate Steelhouse.
Steel.
He's
Haas.
35. He's 35.
30,
He's close
thing.
enough.
Look at him.
He's only 6 years older than me.
He's a fucking baby face. Look at him. But anyway, this dude obviously wants to be a head coach. And so he's like, okay, I'll go through the rigmarole and do it. But this stinks. This stinks hardcore of a situation where he's going to go there and fail and get fired. And then he's going to learn a lot from it because he's probably a smart guy, and then get hired by like the Ravens and then win like 2 Super Bowls or something like that as a head coach at his next stop.
Sounds about right.
Yeah, it does sound about right. Speaking of head coaches, though, so did you ever watch the? I'm going somewhere with this. I promise. Okay. I know I say that on most things. Did you ever watch the O.J. Simpson documentary on ESPN where they had like that or whatever that like they had like 7-part O.J.
Did not watch it. Did not watch it. But
okay, so
I know the story.
It was
glove did not fit.
Right? Yeah, it was a lot. There was a lot to that. And it was pretty gruesome and graphic. But there's one part where they were like basically because OJ got off. Sorry, spoiler alert. OJ was found not guilty of murdering his wife and Ron Goldman.
I knew it.
I didn't want to. I know. Not to ruin the ending to the movie for you.
What year was that when that happened?
Like 96. I was a kid. I was still in like grade school. That's how long ago it was. What?
Was it before November?
I just remember the trial went on for like a year, like a year. It was a long trial, and I made a bet with my. I mean, I was probably like 12. I made a bet with my buddy across the street, Justin Blackman. I'm saying his name out loud.
The wide receiver.
Yeah, right. Yeah, that was his name. He wasn't a wide receiver though. We made a bet for $50. This is like back in the 90s, and we were like 12. $50.
What?
I said that OJ was going to be found, and I said he said he was going to be found guilty. And then after
$50, that a boy.
And then after I went, I went to go collect it, and he was like, "No, my mom told me I can't pay you, and I don't have the money." And so to this day, he owes me $50 for OJ being found innocent.
So that's why you mentioned the name.
But I also feel dirty collecting on it. But that's actually not why. Yeah, that's why I mentioned the name. That's not why I brought up OJ though. At the end of that docuseries, there's a part where they talk about how like OJ eventually got convicted and went to jail, right? Because he broke into that hotel room and stole back his Heisman Trophy or whatever, and then held people at gunpoint. It was weird fucking shit. He was probably coked out of his brain when he did it.
Sounds like
but the judge that sentenced him, it was like 17 years to the day, his sentencing date of the day he was found not guilty. And the whole thing that like everybody covered at the time was saying that was like the judge's like big fuck you of being like, okay, you may have got off then, but you're not getting off now. And he got like a really harsh like sentence for like what he did. And because the judge was like, no, fuck you, I'm sending you to jail because you should have been in jail this whole time. And so it's like that big like delayed like fuck you, OJ. And that all comes back around because the National Writers Association just gave Bill Belichick a big fuck you by not inducting him into the Hall of Fame as a first ballot Hall of Famer. Are you fucking kidding me? If Bill Belichick is not a Hall of Fame head coach, then who the fuck is?
Yeah, that's a good point.
Like what is your bar? Like Ray Lewis was a first ballot Hall of Famer, and he helped kill somebody.
Did he run over? He drove over somebody?
No, he drove the getaway car when somebody murdered their pregnant girlfriend. When was it Ted Ginn? No, was it Ted Ginn? Not Ted Ginn. It was. I
hope it wasn't Ted Ginn.
No, it wasn't Ted Ginn. But it was
Ted Ginn Jr.
It was a wide receiver for the Panthers. Who was that? That was. I'll find it. But yeah, like if Ray Lewis was able to be a first ballot Hall of Famer, but Bill Belichick isn't, that is 100% the writers being like, oh, you were a dick to us every single press conference and treat us like a piece of shit every single press conference, and now we get to hold your legacy in our hands. Well, eat shit, Bill Belichick. Like that's what they literally literally just told him.
I hate the fact how writers think that they are above the sport itself. Like I cannot stand those type of writers because they're not the ones that are grinding tape. They're not the ones making sure that all the X's and O's are right just for the next week prior. But you can even just do this over in the MLB world of things, like Barry Bonds. Like take away all the steroids allegations and stuff. Well, I mean, he did take steroids, but like he was not the best person to the writers, and he wouldn't even get in because the writers that way. Like it's just like I hate how they just like want to dictate who gets in, who gets out. But when Bill Belichick deservingly deserves to be in there, he should have been voted in there and be a first ballot Hall of Famer. Now I understand why, if you want to go into all the tapes where he was spying on practices, the deflated balls, the little shenanigans that way, that's why he didn't get in the first place. I understand. But if it's because of his personalities, screw you guys. Like you don't need to have your type of say. You should have your vote to get a person in the Hall of Fame revoked. Because that ain't right. That's not cool because he rubbed you the wrong way. Doesn't mean that you should like taint his career. He should be a first ballot Hall of Famer. He 100% deservingly does so. If I can speak. Sorry, the Michigan. Yeah. It's Michigan's up 3, by the way.
Well, good for
10 seconds left.
Loop back around to Ray Lewis. He was outside of a club with his entourage and buddies, and a fight broke out and involving him and 2 of his buddies, and 2 men were stabbed to death.
And Ray Lewis got in.
And Ray Lewis said that he had nothing to do with it and that the other men killed the other guys in self-defense.
But wouldn't you? But if he had nothing to do with it, but you drove the getaway, like
and he also in 2004 he reached an out-of-court settlement with the child of one of the men who was murdered for the death.
So he gave money to
one of the dead guy's daughters.
You don't do that unless you're involved, correct?
Yep. And then Shannon Sharp, when he was a teammate of Ray Lewis before the Super Bowl, said that the families of the slain men find it difficult to see him idolized by millions of fans because he knows more about the killings than he owned up to.
Well, I mean, he fits the Baltimore model.
He also testified against his own buddies too, so he turned snitch on his buddies who were there. So. Ray Lewis, first ballot Hall of Famer.
Yeah, he is.
Bill Belichick hurt your feelings because he called you stupid, and so you said "fuck you."
You barely understood him when he said, "You're stupid."
No, you're wrong.
Cincinnati.
I mean, at least honor Cincinnati. Yeah, that's the worst he ever said. At least he never like stared down like a 22-year-old reporter like fucking Sean Payton did the other day.
Oh my gosh, dude!
You're going to. Is he attacking downhill? Is he attacking the run downhill? What the fuck do you know about attacking the run downhill? You don't know anything about attacking the run downhill.
So Sean Payton shouldn't be a Hall of Famer just for him saying that. And the fact that the craziest thing is Sean Payton will be a first ballot Hall of Famer when the time comes.
You know why Sean Payton shouldn't be a first ballot Hall of Famer? Because he fucking paid his players to hurt people.
Yeah. No, but here's the thing. He'll be a first ballot Hall of Famer.
He shouldn't be a coach in the NFL right now because he fucking bounty gate. Like he fucking tried to end people's careers and paid his players to go out there and physically injure people in a game where people literally get brain trauma to the point that they commit suicide. Like anybody who has CTE as a result of bounty gate, that's on Sean Payton.
100%. And Sean Payton even said today that Bo Nix is at fractured ankle. So that the inevitable was going to happen at some point. Like it was due because of the ligaments he has, stress already on his ankles anyways. It was just taking time bomb for it to happen. That's what he said today.
Jeez, and he just trotted him out there.
Yeah.
Because he doesn't care about the players. All he cares about is Sean Payton. That fucking little gremlin, golem, goblin, Keebler elf. I hope he gets fucking blasted into the sun. Yeah.
I agree. Go blue, by the way. Go blue, by the way.
Payton. Go blue. Yeah.
Sean Payton.
Go blue and fuck Sean Payton and fuck Tom Brady.
Yeah, no, okay. All right. You
and his little
okay, let's
let's
pull that back now. Is Bill Belichick, does he not get the first ballot nod because it wasn't his doing so? It was all Tom?
That's like saying Bill Walsh doesn't get it because of Joe Montana or Mike Shanahan doesn't get it because of John Elway.
I'm just posing the question.
Does John Madden not get it because that wasn't Roger Staubach, but whoever his fucking You
It
know,
was, but
was it Roger Staubach was his
yeah.
quarterback? Yeah, right. So does he not get
smooth mustache with the mullet?
Yeah, does
Oh,
he?
God.
You know what I mean? Does Chuck Noll not get it because of Terry Bradshaw and Lynn Swann?
I mean, is
Andy
LaShawn
Reid not
McCoy
in the
first
Super
mullet?
Bowl? Is Andy Reid not in the Hall of Fame someday because of Patrick Mahomes and Travis Kelce? Right? Like
I mean, it's not like he was the OC.
no, but here's the deal. It's like the whole thing is that it's like you could say that Tom Brady, yeah, he's the greatest quarterback of all time, but if he was on a different team, is he still Tom Brady?
Yeah,
Maybe.
No, it was proven. He won a Super Bowl in Tampa Bay. So
Yeah, well, he was already a legend by that point. There's a difference between saying a rookie Tom Brady who was a backup at Michigan develops into the Tom Brady who won a Super Bowl with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Those are two different players. There's no guarantee that if Tom Brady is drafted by the New York Jets or the fucking Cleveland Browns that he turns into the same Tom Brady without that coaching.
Drew Bledsoe had to get hurt in order for Tom Brady to be Tom Brady. So it's just everything happens for a reason, man.
And here's the deal. Tom Brady wasn't Tom Brady for the first 7 years of his career either. Like he was considered a game manager, and they won their first Super Bowls because of their defense, not because Tom Brady was the greatest quarterback of all time.
He executed.
He did, but he also just played it close to the vest. Like he was closer to Trent Dilfer than he was to Tom Brady for his first couple Super Bowls. You know, and so I mean, let's be real.
God, Trent Dilfer did win a Super Bowl, didn't he?
He did.
That would have been so if Bo Nix would have made it. That's yeah, no, he would be if Bo Nix would have made it and they would have won, he'd be the Trent Dilfer. Yeah,
he would be. He would be the Trent Dilfer.
Will Drake May be the Trent Dilfer if the Patriots win?
No, because Drake May was considered probably the second best player in the draft.
That's fair.
When he came out. Drake May
who was the first
as a franchise quarterback.
Who was the first that pick that draft?
Caleb Williams.
That's right.
Remember, I choke and cry on my mother's lap when the game's on the line. Caleb Williams.
I'll tell you what, he's going to be a stud next year. I'm sticking that.
I'll tell you what, I bet
Bears gonna be good.
I bet he puts up a lot of regular season accolades. He might even win MVP.
Is he a Pro Bowler?
I don't know.
Shedeur Sanders is.
I saw that on social media. They're like, man, poor Kevin Stefanski. He developed Shedeur Sanders into a Pro Bowler and still got fired.
Crazy. I think it's so funny. They did it for ratings. You know that, right?
100% they did. Shedeur Sanders is not a Pro Bowler, and that's why the Pro Bowl doesn't matter. That's why.
Yeah, it's gotten to the point where it's like it's unwatchable. I don't know. When was the last time you probably watched a Pro Bowl game from start to finish? Start to finish.
Since before it became flag football.
I'd probably say 07, maybe 08 for myself.
Yeah, something like that. It was probably still in Hawaii when I
it needs to be back in Hawaii. It only makes sense for it to be in Hawaii, right? Like it's like it's a meaningless game. There's no incentive to it. I understand why Shedeur Sanders is in it, just because that they just need to get some eyeballs on it and people will watch it. It's still crazy that over 4.6 million people from last year watched it, and it's like it's going to be like that again. But I don't care to watch flag football. Like I do not care whatsoever.
I like the skills challenges. I like the dodgeball. That shit's always fun. But the actual game should be a football game.
Yes.
Or just don't have a football game. Just make it nothing but skills challenges.
And I'm A-okay with that. Do it for an entire 3 to 4 hours of skill challenges. Do it in the arena with not in an arena, but like on the football field and like sell it out. I think a lot of people would enjoy that. I mean, hell, celebrity, not celebrity all-star weekend for the NBA, they do that all the time with the skills challenges, the 3-point challenge, slam dunk.
QB drill is awesome. The trick catch for the NFL is cool. The dodgeball is cool. Like there's a lot
relay of that they have with the wide receivers. If they still do that.
Yeah. I mean, the who could throw the ball the furthest, that one's always fun.
The freaking Pat and Josh Allen should do that.
Yeah, so it should just be nothing but skills challenges. Fuck the actual game. Who cares?
Yeah, I just want to. I want to see. You know what? I want to see Cameron Little try to go for an 80-yard field goal. Then after he sinks it, I want to see him do a 90.
Yeah, I want to see longest field goal. That'd be dope.
That'd be awesome.
Yeah, longest field goal should be awesome.
Punt
And
dots, like I want to see those as well.
yeah, that would be cool. I feel like I want to see offensive linemen like eating challenges, like who can house a pizza the fastest.
Yeah, they already have Pizza Hut as their thing, so why there's a large pizza. You got it. Whoever finishes this pizza first is the eating
I
champion.
want to see
don't know.
Trey Smith deep throw an entire calzone at once.
That'd be kind of sweet. I mean, I feel like he could.
I think he definitely could. I think he could win that whole thing, or him or Creed Humphrey, for sure. Before we now that we have our opening done, our 35-minute opening, Kramer.
Yeah. I thought I heard
what's something
with
Krame Dog.
You know what? Top of Krame Dog, Rocky.
Yeah,
got an announcement to make.
Hear this.
Got an announcement.
We got big news. Big, huge news. Huge news here on Beach Season. Breaking huge news.
So it's good news and bad news. We'll start off the bad news first. My last day with Odyssey is on February 6th, coming up very quick. And if you don't know this, I have a show called Saturdays with Kramer that has been the longest weekly radio program on 1660 in Kansas City for the last 5 years, and it will be no more. I've actually already had my last episode on there a week and a half ago, and I couldn't tell people goodbye then. And so now I'm telling you goodbye and also hello, because February 6th might be my last day there, but February 7th at 9 o'clock every single Saturday from here on out until I get canceled or my co-host gets however it goes. But starting on February 7th, Saturdays with Kramer and Ryan will debut on the Foolish Club Media Network. My guy Ryan, who's been with me for the last year and a half, he's a good friend of mine, and he's electric. He's a stud. If you need some gambling tips and advice, he's your guru because he was mine the entire time and he still is to this day. But starting on February 7th at 9 o'clock, right here on Foolish Club Media's network, right here on X and also on YouTube, and see our lovely faces just talking about sports. We do talk baseball. We do talk football. We do talk basketball. We literally talk about anything and everything. And
do you talk leprechaun semen?
No, we don't talk leprechaun semen. But you know what? That doesn't mean that we can't start because it is not. We don't have to abide by safe harbor whatsoever when we're on this network, baby. So that's just the what's hot on my end right now. It sucks that I won't be able to do any of the Chiefs stuff anymore when it comes to being at the press conferences, at the games. But who knows? There might be an opportunity out there sometime that I have to jump on it, and I will. And I'm obviously I battle through adversity each and every single day, I feel like at times, weeks to years, and I'm only going to do what betters myself. And for my upcoming possible stuff that I will disclose here in probably the next handful of weeks, I'm going to do what I'm going to do, and that is do me. I'm going to have a fun time doing it too. And it's great to say that I'm actually going to do me for once, and it's nice.
Next week, though, he's talking about he's going to announce his OnlyFans. Woo, maybe now that he's off of
with the income somehow.
Yeah, he's gonna be sitting there with his a big dick Sansone show coming to you live on Sunday mornings at 9 a.m. for OnlyFans. You know, so when everybody you're on your way to church with the family, tune into OnlyFans to see Kramer's dick, you know, before you go and worship the Lord.
I'm just happy that Serta, this has been in the works now before Christmas happened. I was messaging him about exit strategies and what we can do after that, and he's just said, "Yeah, no, come on." So I'll be the first Saturday morning show right here on Foolish Club Media, and I'm happy for it.
Listen, we have plenty of after dark shit that we do. This is our first thing in the daylight. Like we know we look good in a shady bar, but you bring us bitches out into the light of a Saturday morning, we might go from a 10 down to a 4.5.
Dude,
I
don't have to wake up like super early in the morning. I could just get up at 8:30 now and just come strolling into my office and do my show. I don't have to get up at 6 o'clock, get ready, drive 30 minutes to the station. It's gonna be nice.
Saturdays with Kramer is gonna be you and your boxers and a cup of coffee and like unshaved, like with like morning breath, just like rolling out of bed, half hungover.
My brother got me a dope ass Snoop Dogg robe, and there's a good chance you're going to see a lot of that Snoop Dogg robe on that morning show.
I love it. Now, obviously, you have a different co-host than you have on Veach Season, right?
But here's the thing, Rocky. You can join in because you can join in anytime you want. Just pop in and just be like, "Hi," and just leave. I don't care.
I'm jealous. I don't know this Ryan bitch, from Adam.
Easy.
So I'm just saying that. No, Ryan.
Yeah, I need to get Ryan. You know, I can send Ryan a link right now to join, and he probably would. You want to meet Ryan?
Get his ass on here. Yeah, get Ryan on here. We're
I'll
getting ready
text
to
him.
talk some actual football. So we're gonna vet him. We're gonna vet him and see if he has the chops. No, I'm sure he's awesome. I'm sure he's actually probably way better.
He is a guru at gambling.
than I am.
So if you have gambling
Nice.
questions, he's your guy.
Well, let's talk about gambling for the Super Bowl if he gets on here. In the meantime, you know what started today was Senior Bowl practices, Kramer.
Yeah, it did.
Yeah.
How much tape you been watching?
Oh, I've been watching a lot. I've been watching everything I can find. And our boy Derek Moore, edge rusher from Michigan, looking real nice. Had some really nice reps. Pretty
Go
dominant.
Blue.
Bowled a couple guys over. Gabe Jacques, defensive lineman from the Alliance. It's either Illini or Syracuse off the top of my head. An orange and blue team. But he had double-digit sack guy this year. Really powerful hands. Moves really well for his size. Edge rusher. He had a great day as well. Lee Hunter, defensive tackle from Texas Tech. Big dude, like 6'3", 340. Moves pretty well for his size. Always a bit of a concern with weight there if he's going to be able to keep it down. But he came into Senior Bowl. Looked like he probably lost about 20 pounds versus what he was in the season and was really dominant out there as well. Ted Hurst, Georgia State wide receiver who we talked about a little bit. Great defensive threat. Deep threat. About 6'1", 190. Can really go up. When it had the catch of the day, went vertical, had a one-arm snag, over what's his nuts? Dude from Clemson, I think it was.
What's his nuts? I heard is going to be a freak athlete.
Yeah, what's his nuts is a real freak athlete, and so he had a play of the day. Demetrius Crownover, the offensive lineman for Texas A&M, really just a big mauler.
Yes,
just awesome.
Craziest thing is he's an absolute freak show when it comes to the. I think I don't know if you don't play video games clearly, but I do a lot. But NCAA, he is an absolute stud, like stud.
Yeah.
So I can only imagine what he looks like in real life.
Yeah. So he was a fucking stud out there today. He's just massive. I think he's 6'7".
Yeah.
And he's like 6'7", 340, and like the dude just engulfed everybody. And nobody could get around him. Nobody could get past him. He could probably hang a tackle, but he could definitely play guard.
He's hanging something
in the NFL. Yeah.
He's
and then interesting enough was a guy that I'd never heard of before today, Tyron Montgomery.
Tell me about him.
So Tyron Montgomery, he originally played basketball for Nicholls State, right? And so he started his college career on a basketball scholarship, and then 2.5 years ago, his like senior year at Nicholls State, he started playing football. He's only been playing football for 2.5 years. He's a graduate transfer to John Carroll University, D3, right? He's 5'11", 190 pounds, and in 2 years at John Carroll, which obviously is D3, he had 2,500 yards receiving and 32 touchdowns, and just dominated. And it's out there today at the Senior Bowl. So he wasn't originally invited to the Senior Bowl. He was invited to the Shrine Bowl, and he dominated so hard at the Shrine Bowl that the Senior Bowl sent him an invitation to come to the Senior Bowl.
And he's got that dog in him.
Yeah, he has that dog in him. And then today, like literally, he went up and mossed a dude on like one of his first releases on a deep pass, and then the second pass, it was Johnson from San Diego State, the top 50 cornerback, literally just full speed running downfield the sideline, and it just cuts on a right angle, and I shit you not, 10 yards of separation. So on the one-on-one.
When I watch this, do I need to have pants on or pants off?
No, later? Pants off, and get your Cornhuskers lotion ready, because this boy will
got beat by the Michigan Wolverines in basketball.
He literally, I saw an interview with him after practice today, and he was like, yeah, well, basketball translates really well to football. He goes, because obviously, releases are basically the same as crossovers in basketball. And if you have moves in basketball, then you have releases in football, and you're able to cut on a dime in basketball, and you're able to cut on a dime on the football field in football. He goes, and let's face it, if you got the hops to dunk the ball and play basketball, that comes in handy as a wide receiver. And I was like, oh yeah, that's all true. That's all true. And so yeah, this dude. Here's the thing. This guy's a fucking freak athlete, is what he is.
I wonder how many wall jumps he's done in his life. If you've played basketball, you know what wall jumps are, and they are literally the worst. I mean, it's great for you, but if the more wall jumps you do, the higher you jump. Seriously.
Yeah, 100%. This dude's probably done tons of them. Here, I'm gonna find. The clips are all over.
He's a tight end, right?
No, he's a wide receiver.
What? How tall is he?
He's only 5'11". He's 5'11", 190.
That's going to be a knock. Unfortunately, that will be a knock on his. So, what if you were to draft him? What round would you try to gauge him to get him into?
He's probably going to be a day 3 guy. He's probably a 5th rounder, something like that. I'm gonna share this clip on X right here for all of our live listeners. You are being rewarded if you're watching us on YouTube, because you get to watch a clip here. All right, so watch. This is from today at the Senior Bowl against this cornerback from Tennessee. So watch the release. Gets the release. Goes downfield. Oh,
nice comeback. Nice.
Where is the defender? Oh,
yeah, he's gone. And you know how you can tell he's gone is because whenever he came back on that comeback, don't even still literally there's 3 seconds there. He still has not even been seen.
Yeah.
Who is this guy? This guy's not getting drafted, whoever was guarding him.
Yeah, I mean, so this
it's like a Tennessee helmet.
Yeah, he had 2 he had another rep today too. Let's see if we can find it. Is this the one where he mosses the guy?
He's quick. He's really quick.
Yep.
But then again, who's guarding him?
That was the dude from
North Carolina's.
North Carolina's dude. At the Senior Bowl today. Yeah. So anyway,
good first step. Both of those were great first step.
Great first step, great release, great speed, great agility, good quick twitch. Literally never heard of the guy until today. As most of the guys who cover football, nobody really knew about him until today. And then now he's basically like he's the belle of the ball for day one coming out of the Senior Bowl.
We need to do more of that. We need to get some more tape and show that to I guess to all the Veachies out here.
All our Veachies out here. I mean,
I'm gonna try to bring for next week. I know it's just I like spitting stuff on the fly. Next week I'll try to find 3 clips of 3 different players of who I like in different position groups.
All right, I like that. I like that a lot. I'm gonna show you another clip here of your boy
Derek
Moore. Yeah, just completely dominating.
He's a jungle cat, man.
At the Senior Bowl, and it's a pretty fun little clip we have here. So just all right, here you go. You ready? Here's your guy Derek Moore right here from Michigan. Boop. Just fucking runs the dude over. Just like, sorry, son. And that's the dude. That's a dude from Miami.
Is that?
That's not Myoga.
It's not Myoga. He wouldn't be there. No, but man, dude, he got absolutely dismantled.
Just destroyed.
You know what's crazy? He got him even on the top part of his chest protector.
Yeah, and so that was so like I said, yeah.
Gosh, that's sad.
Had a real big day, and then
Derek Moore's good. He's been such a stud.
Yeah, Derek Moore is good. And then the last one I'll show you today. Here, I'll do 3 today, just because.
Hell yeah!
I got them loaded up here. We're gonna do Ted Hurst as our 3rd and final one of the day, because he had the catch of the day for sure, and it was super impressive. And he's a guy who we've talked about on the program as a small school guy who could be a possible day 3 target for the Chiefs, and he is definitely a deep threat in this draft. And watch him off the line and stack the defensive back here. Oh, just watch this. Gets here, stacks the defensive back, gets over him, then watch the touchdown.
Oh, that one-handed
the one-handed snag. The concentration, and then just lands on top of the defensive back and just makes him his daddy.
I like how he swiped that left hand to kind of like stopped his momentum, but it kept the other guys going forward. He's got great body control on this.
Great body control. Great body control. And so it's so Ted Hurst is definitely a day 3 target to keep an eye on as well here. As we advance. Like this is like Senior Bowl is some of the funnest tape you're going to see all year on the one-on-ones. I'm really excited to see some of the running back stuff come out because Mike Washington Jr. is there, running back out of Arkansas, who is 6'2", 233, explosive running back. Nick Singleton and Katron Allen are both there, and you know how I feel about Nick Singleton. Nick Singleton might be the next Chiefs legend at running back. So
you'd only hope they draft a running back early rounds, but that's never going to happen.
Yeah.
They might at some point.
You would
hope.
Right, before we get out of here today, something else big happened today. Daniel Jeremiah dropped his top 50 big board. And so on it, along with it, he also did a mock draft too. And so his top 50 big board is a little bit different than other big boards you've seen. And I'm gotta say, I don't hate it. Obviously, your boy Fernando Mendoza is the number 1 prospect,
as he should be. I cannot wait. Rocky.
Yeah. I cannot wait for him to not be as good as you wanted him to be, either.
Stop.
I can't wait.
You already know he's gonna be great. To stop.
I hate him. I loved him until
he hasn't even been on the team. He's not even on the team yet.
Until he gets drafted. I love him until he gets drafted, and then I hate him. Jeremiah Love was number 2. Arvell Reese is number 3. David Bailey is number 4. Sonny Styles. His Sonny Styles is number 5, which is kind of crazy. That's pretty high for him. Ruben Bain Jr. is number 6. Mekhi Lemon is his number 1 wide receiver that he has currently listed on his big board at number 7. And then Mansour Delane, the cornerback from LSU, who was an absolute stud, but like a cornerback at top 10, like the dude better be Sauce Gardner if you're going to take a cornerback that high.
Yeah,
and then Carnell Tate, dude, who I'm big on, is at 9. Caleb Downs, who might be the best player in the whole draft, but he's a safety at 10. And then Penn State's interior offensive lineman, Olai Vavega Ione, is his 11th guy. And then his first tackle is Spencer Fano at 12 out of Utah. And so there's a couple. I won't go through the whole thing, but it's interesting because he has Akeem Mesidor, our guy who we're really big fans. He has Akeem Mesidor as a first-round draft pick going number 18 as his 18th best player on his board.
Really?
As 18th best player on his board. Yeah. And Denzel Boston's number 20. Kenyon Sadiq is 21. And then Monroe Freeling, the offensive tackle out of Georgia, who is a big riser. He's big riser. Like he was like a 6th round draft pick 2 months ago, and now he's like Daniel Jeremiah has him as his 24th overall player on his big board.
Hey, I'm curious. Where do you think the drop off is of this draft? Like what round, what number? Because I think the drop off is relatively more quick than what we were grown accustomed to.
Oh, 100%. I think the drop off is at I
think it's like 42, maybe 40.
8.
I mean, if you want to get that gruesome, yeah. If I'm the Chiefs, I'm either trading up or trading back. I'm not picking at 9.
Well, so here's the deal. Here's the deal for the Chiefs. You pray, if you're a Chiefs fan, that Sonny Styles is the 5th ranked overall player on a bunch of people's boards and that he goes before 9 because that helps you. And you pray that there's enough because there's every team is offensive tackle hungry.
Yeah.
Every team is offensive tackle hungry, and you pray that there's a team that falls in love with Spencer Fano or Francis Mayogoa or Caden Proctor, whoever you want to say.
I don't think
That
there's enough left tackles or right tackles in this draft either that are serviceable.
I don't think there are either. I mean, I think there's probably 4 or 5. But the issue is that you hope that because there is such a premium on those and there is such a shortage that somebody reaches and takes one
Can
in
only
the
hope.
top 10 before you, because that's the best case scenario, because then you're freeing up a guy like a Reuben Bain Jr. or an Arvell Reese or a David Bailey to possibly fall for you. Like, not all 3 of those guys are going to fall to you, but the more offensive
Arvell
tackles,
Reese is not falling.
yeah, no, he's not falling.
But here's
the thing is, if if you want an edge rusher in this draft and you come out of the national championship game and you say that I have, based upon how they played in the playoffs, I have Reuben Bain Jr. as my number 1 edge rusher on my board. That is a reasonable thing to say.
Yeah.
And so Arvell Reese is not going to fall to 9, I don't think, but he could fall to 6 or 7.
I have fallen out of love with Reuben Bain Jr. I think I'm out on him.
What? Did you watch the national championship game?
I did. But the thing is, he was a beast in that game. You go back and watch majority of the game. Like, just watch if you want to. If you want to waste your time watching Miami University football games, he takes so many plays off, and he needs to make sure he plays like he does every single snap, like he did in that national title game every single week in the NFL, or not, he's going to be overlooked, overshadowed by a heartbeat, because there's a lot of games he's not putting any numbers up. If you go back into his game logs, it's not showing. And I'm not saying it's because of his arms or anything like that. It's just he takes plays off. We already know who a guy is on the Kansas City Chiefs who takes plays off. You don't want 2 on your team. So I've fallen out of love with Reuben Bain Jr. I'm out.
I disagree with you, but I mean, fine. If you're saying that you're out of love, but so that's what I'm saying though, is everybody's board is going to be different on these top 3 edge rushers. If you say that David Bailey is your number 1 edge rusher,
absolutely love him. He should be. Yeah. Yes, he's number 1 on my book.
If I had my choice, he's in my number 1 edge rusher, I would say. Even over Arvell Reese, just because of the production and he's more of a complete package. The floor is much higher, I think.
Yeah, I agree.
David Bailey. And so I think that if I had this, I'd probably have these 2. I'd probably have, he has Daniel Jeremiah has Arvell Reese at 3 and David Bailey at 4. I'd probably flip them there. And then I definitely would have, I mean, I do love Mekhi Lemon. Mekhi Lemon might be the better wide receiver than Carnell Tate, but the Chiefs just have had so many guys like Mekhi Lemon who are not as good as Mekhi Lemon, who are the 5'10", 200-pound running back with the ball in their hands kind of guy.
Mm-hmm.
It's just that Mekhi Lemon's better than Rashee Rice ever will be. And so as long as you have Rashee Rice on the team, I don't think you can draft Mekhi Lemon in the first round. You need a guy like a Carnell Tate or like a Jordan Tyson. But Jordan Tyson's medicals were clear. I'd be all over it. I'd be salivating. Why?
100%.
Because his brother's in the NBA, and it's essentially what we just talked about with Tyron Montgomery, that the NBA level athleticism at a wide receiver position is awesome.
It's badass.
It's badass. And so we go through the entire big board. Let's get down to the bottom. Lee Hunter snuck into it at 26. What I do love is that he has Keldrick Folk ranked number 27, because I am so out on Keldrick Folk, and I'm glad that he's not a top 10 pick like a lot of people have him.
I mean, but for your sake, you need him to be a top 10 pick.
I could. What I don't want him to be is the best edge rusher on the board when the Chiefs are on when the Chiefs are on the clock.
You're going to be screaming at your phone. You're going to be screaming at me. You're going to be screaming at somebody whenever that pick does happen. If it is Keldrick Falk,
if that happens,
I don't mind him. I really don't mind him. I
just take Caden Proctor and just take the best tackle in the draft. Right?
And I do not hate that whatsoever. If that's the right, I think they need another tackle. I 100% think they need another tackle.
They do need another tackle, and I do think that if they do trade back, then they should take a tackle. I like that Peter Woods. Dan Jeremiah has Peter Woods at number 34. A lot of people have Peter Woods as a top 15 pick, and I don't see it with Peter Woods. Who else we got in here? Ty Simpson, number 40. I don't like that.
He's going back to college.
Brooks. Yeah, is he?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he's going back to college.
Oh, well.
I think. I mean, he had that $6 million offer he was searching for, wasn't he?
I don't know. I must have missed that if that's the case. Your boy Jadarian Price is number 43, though.
All right.
Malachi Fields, the Notre Dame wide receiver, cracked the top 50 big board at number 45, where a lot of people have him in like the 4th to 5th round range. So that's a departure, but I see it too because he's 6'4" and moves well and is a ball winner. So
height reigns supreme when it comes to NFL.
Yeah,
height and speed.
The 50th overall guy on his board is Chris Bell, the wide receiver out of Louisville, who's another like 6'2", 6'3" X-style wide receiver. So it's over on NFL.com. Check it out. It's a pretty fun little read. It's got a good breakdown. It's different than the other big boards that are out there right now. I'll be writing up an article for Arrowhead Pride tonight about the 3 guys who might be there at 9 for the Chiefs.
Nice.
And what they should do and who they should take. So but yesterday Daniel Jeremiah did also drop a full mock draft, and in his mock draft at 9 he had the Chiefs selecting Reuben Bain Jr. And so I wouldn't hate it. I know you're out on him, but
I'm out.
I wouldn't hate it at all.
I get it. He just needs to act like someone's chasing him every single snap, and he needs to get away from it. When I mean by get away from it, he needs to get to the quarterback.
Yeah, he needs to act like
his life depends on it.
He needs to act like it's a hot dog with legs and Mike McCarthy's chasing after him.
Yeah,
like he needs to act like he's Mike McCarthy chasing after a hot dog.
It's the absolute fat shaming of Mike McCarthy episode is what this is.
Yeah, congratulations, you fat fuck.
Oh my God.
I hope you win another Super Bowl in Pittsburgh. What you think that there's other sorry. You think that the good people of Pennsylvania never talk trash on anybody? Like this is the city, this is the state that has Philadelphia.
Dude, he's from there. He's from Pittsburgh.
So we think he can't handle it? You don't think he knows that I'm just joking, that I love him and I hope he has nothing but the best for him? That we're just dudes being bros. If I call you a fat fuck, then that means I love you. Like that's bro code, right?
Yeah, that's fair.
Like if I say like Merry Christmas, bitch, like that's a compliment.
But I love you. Here's the thing: have you ever met Big Mike?
However, now you're calling him Big Mike. Now who's fat shaming him?
No, that's what they call him, is Big Mike. What do you mean?
Because they're fat shaming him. So what, you think I'm worse because I just said the F word with it? Oh, sorry, you fucking big fucking Mike, big fucking Mike. Does that sound better?
That sounds worse, actually.
Yeah, it sounds worse, right? Because I said the F word with it, but it's the same thing, right? So don't shame me for
I'm
fat
not shaming
him.
you.
You're fat shaming me for fat shaming him.
Whoa! Back this up.
Like, hey, Rocky, watch your big fucking fat mouth.
I did not fat shame
mouth. Yeah,
not fat shame.
I think you did, Kramer. I mean, I'm really offended. Did your wife know the type of monster that she married?
I can ask her.
Is she there?
I heard the door open.
Yeah, she does not want to come on this podcast.
No, she does not. I think she's got ice cream, so she's definitely not coming on this podcast.
Oh yeah, no, she is not coming on this podcast. There's not a chance we can get her on this podcast. Well, all right, so Saturdays with Kramer coming up on February 7th.
Yes, sir. At 9 o'clock.
Mark your calendars, and if you miss it, you can always listen to it on Spotify.
Yeah, that's true.
Spotify. Get weird in the comment section. Speaking of comments, before we get out of here, Kramer, we have got to do comments for the last 2 weeks.
Yes. I already checked YouTube, scrubbed it, nothing on there. So come on,
Nothing-
YouTubers, you got to put some stuff on there. You got to.
I mean, we have
the videos. You also got to say something. Like put a heart on there.
How hard is it just to say a heart, or just to say like, Rocky, stop fat shaming Mike McCarthy? Like, you're mean. Like, and like I should have learned a lesson from Bill Belichick that no matter how high you are on your horse and how good things are going for you, like they're going for me right now, if you're a mean and cruel person, eventually it will come back to bite you.
It will.
No matter what you do in life, if you're a piece of shit and an asshole, it will come back to bite you. So I should probably watch my fucking mouth, because I don't want to end up like Bill Belichick.
It's true. You may not make the Hall of Fame of podcasting.
I will not make the Hall of Fame of Listen, I just don't want to get drug into like the equivalent of like the Nuremberg trials for podcasters of being like, oh, why'd you say this shit, you asshole?
Oh, dude, we've already been canceled once. I mean, it's crazy the fact that we have been canceled once. And it wasn't for something that we said either. So that's the worst part.
No, we didn't say shit. We were actually doing a good job back then. We were actually pretty PC at that point.
You know what's crazy? We've been doing this for like a while now. Like a while.
That's why our chemistry is so on point, bro.
I guess that's what you want to call it.
We're undeniable.
We're like intertwined. We're like intertwined.
Yeah, we're two souls become one. We're like twin flames, bro. You know, we're fucking podcast soulmates, bro.
That's all I can think of is the movie.
I don't know how to quit you.
It's like the movie Blades of Glory when the guy's holding the hot dog and there's two dogs in the bun. That's us.
Or there's something about Mary. How'd you get the franks on top of the beans? Or the beans on top of the frank? Is it the frank or the beans? It's a little bit of both. How'd you get the beans on top of the frank? And he zips up his nuts and penis in the zipper. And so I am the beans to your frank.
That's true. Very true.
All right. Comments from last week first on Spotify. Bronx Brawler. So normally I would make a lighthearted comment about this episode. This podcast was a different for me. Near the end of the episode, Rocky made a comment in regards to Jeremiah Love being on the spectrum. My son has autism. I have a blue puzzle piece tattooed on me. What you said was thoughtful, honest, educated, and caring. Thank you. Thanks, Bronx, man.
Of course, man. Love you, buddy.
Like I said, I have a brother who's on the spectrum. My wife works with kids on the spectrum. It's something that's very dear to my heart. And, you know, it's not a indicator of intelligence or talent or anything else. The closest thing that I could say to equivalent to it is like we're all running Windows and they're on iOS. It's just a different processing unit and a different programming going on, but it's neither one is better than the other or is indicator of anything other than just them being human and being awesome for being themselves. Brian followed up and said, I also have an autistic son. I agree with the sentiment. So thanks, Brian.
Yeah, I love you, Brian.
Love you, Brian. Love your kids. I love your guys' kids. Love the fact that you got the blue puzzle piece tattoo, Bronx. That's badass. That's dope as shit. Christopher Palmer said another Veach season. Cruz said another unhinged episode. I love it. I didn't have it on my 2025 bingo card to pretty much hear the birds and the bees talk on a Chiefs podcast. LOL, absolutely love the show. And Kramer and Rocky are honestly the best and so relatable. Can't wait to hear more draft talk as the draft approaches. Honestly, hope to hear your national championship game breakdown as well, which we did do.
Yes.
And then I said, oh, I replied and said it basically blows that Mendoza is going to be a Raider now because I have to hate him for life. And Chris said, yeah, seriously, love the show. Kramer said, knock on wood if you are with me.
Hell yeah, I did.
Chris Palmer knocked on wood. Stop. God damn it, Chris. Love you, but God damn it, Chris. And then Brian wants to know where we all got the over eight in a fitted hat. And he said, I also like that the dad fitted hats that aren't just pizza cardboard boxes. And yeah, I don't know.
Have you made a cardboard hat box before?
No.
Pizza box? Pretty sure I'm there. I have to search for it. I'm pretty sure I made like a drunken night in college. Kramer was rocking a pizza board hat.
Oh, we got to find that photo. We
Gotta
got
find
to we got to pull it out. Hopefully, it's there's not something else on there that would make you like to where you don't want to show it publicly. Like like you see like those pictures of like people going to like college frat party, like Halloween parties, and like one of them's in blackface, and you're like, I can't ever show this. I can't ever show this group photo because
I don't hang around people that do that crap.
Because my roommate's boyfriend was a piece of shit. You know what I mean? Like,
right? No, I refuse to hang out with people that way.
Yeah, I refuse to hang out with those people too. But I know of a person who went to a college Halloween party dressed as a KKK member as a joke, and I was like, bro, that's not funny, and it's not a joke. And I'm pretty sure that you just pulled that robe out of your closet because you just wanted to you just didn't want everybody to know that you're a KKK member, but you wanted to wear your.
That's the best cover up possible is that way.
Yeah, and I was like, Jesus Christ. And so, yeah, we weren't buddies, so don't worry.
Okay, good.
Sorry, I gave away your secrets, Dad.
It's like the Always Sunny episode when they found out their grandfather was the leader of the KKK.
Yeah, it's like
on life support.
It's like the Harold T. Biggins on the Chappelle show.
No, Clayton Bigsby.
Clayton Bigsby, sorry, yeah, the Clayton Bigsby.
I love Dave Chappelle so much.
Yeah, I love Dave Chappelle too. His newest stand-up is dope as shit.
I need to watch it. I need to watch it.
You should watch it. Bronx Brawler says, "God damn it, Magaña, get your shit or get it together, man." As far as me forgetting to read the comments last week, and then and then I said, and then Brian said that song was badass. Stacy deserves it.
Yeah,
Fact check
did.
My heart was the best part.
I
do not disagree. That was amazing. And then I said that you said that Stacy's the best fact checker in Chiefs Kingdom. Word, do not argue one bit. She is the official stat checker of Veach season and the best that Chiefs Kingdom has to offer.
100.
And then Bronx with the final comment of the night said, "This podcast is exactly how conversations go in a room full of dudes. It's some of the most ridiculous shit I listen to, and I'm here for all of it."
It's a good point. And we do say some outlandish. Well, I mean, you say some of the more outlandish things. I try to defend some of the outlandish things, but that's just me.
But listen, you give the people what they want.
Exactly.
Listen, I'm just
raw, man.
That I have an outlet where I'm allowed to be myself.
Same.
Right? Because I literally in my day-to-day, in my professional life, I'm not able to talk about these things. I'm not able to speak freely. And then obviously if I ever want my wife to have sex with me again, I'm also not able to speak freely. So you guys are literally my only outlet that my ADD, no filter fucking self has to so that I don't just explode, from holding it in. So otherwise I'm just emotionally blue balled over here. You guys are my emotional blue ball outlet.
Glad to help you relieve that blue ballsness.
Anytime, Kramer, you always help me with my blue balls. I never have blue balls after I talk to you or see that pretty face of yours. Thank you, everybody, for rocking with us. Kramer's, we'll be back next week. And then also, remember, Saturdays with Kramer starting on February 7th. We love you guys. Have a great week.